Now, I didn't get the Subaru Outback to drive around in the city. No, I got it to drive out here so that I could get the shots that I couldn't get before.
Okay, don't want to be too dark. I also don't want to be blown out. I don't want the back to be blown out. I want you to see this. Okay, here we go. Hello, and this is the 2025 Subaru Outback Wilderness Edition. It's replacing a Volkswagen Atlas Peak Edition. And while the Peak Edition was mostly just an appearance package, there were a couple of nice things about it, like it was always an all-wheel drive, better tires instead of the low-profile street tires. But that vehicle was very big, very wide, and it would do great on a trail like this one. But a few other trails I've been on so far with this vehicle, the Atlas would not have done so well. One of the reasons I really like this Wilderness Edition Outback is it has just a little bit more ground clearance than the regular Outback. So the regular Outback I think has 8.1 and this has 9.5. And the Peak Edition Atlas that I had was 6.3. I was on a trail and there was a rock on my right and I thought I had cleared it. As I went past it, I could hear the right side scrape. That's when I realized that I was pushing that car too far. It's really more for like a person who drives around on the street 99% of the time and occasionally goes on a road like I'm on right now, which is simply just a dirt road. So why do I want such a car? If I'm not a big time overlander, if I don't want to be crawling boulders in a 4Runner or Bronco, why would I want something like this Subaru Outback Wilderness Edition? I want to get to more locations like this. I'm gonna have to take a picture of this field. All right. What I'm after with this is it's not necessarily overlanding. I mean, it kind of is. I like off-road activity just as much as anyone else does. I just don't like extreme off-road stuff. Like, I have no desire to drive my vehicle up onto a boulder. I don't want to get myself in situations where I need a winch to get me out. But I like the occasional bumps and having to put my car into a lower gear ratio with X mode and climb my way out. I like that stuff. It's fun. So that's one of the reasons that I wanted to do this. But the biggest reason of all was it gets me off of the highways, it gets me off the main roads, it gets me up into the mountains, and then once I find a place that I really like and I think is really pretty, I can then take my bag and go for a hike. When I talk about why I want a utility vehicle like this, you can't see this from the road. You can't tell that it's out here. The fact that I'm this close to it is wonderful. This is amazing. This is what I wanted. This is why I wanted such a vehicle. All right, so let's talk ground clearance. This has 3 full inches on the Atlas. I did a couple of videos where I kind of shot me coming down a hill and you could just see that I had so much clearance. In fact, I didn't even realize how much 9.5 really is. And so that completely changes my strategy when I'm driving on roads. When I see a boulder sticking out of the middle of the road in the Atlas, I would do whatever I could to get around it, you know, to sort of maneuver around it. But now when I see it, I just go straddle it. It's really hard to judge a lot of these obstacles from the cockpit. As you're looking down on things, they often look a lot worse than they are. So when I do all this camera footage, when I put my action cam all over the place and record me driving around, I'm shocked at what 9.5 ground clearance really is. It's freedom. That's what it is. It spells the ability to climb over things without too much worry. Something else that's just wonderful about all of this is I'm exploring more. I'm using GPS and my Apple Maps and OnX Off-Road, the combination of the two to really help me find trails, know where the beginning and the end is. So even if I were to get stuck, I would know where to go, where I might get help. So that's been really nice. All right, well, that's it. That's it for this edition. I don't know anything. See ya.